Dolphins.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
That one out wide and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? 70, Timber Wolf. Go.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
18 Rattler. Here we go.
And this time Willis will throw it. That's complete. Luther Burden.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL, and they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
Here's Willis.
Rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The Dolphins
Dolphins at 3-6 now in the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's taken down at the 43, but now before picking up the first. 9 yards that time.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Willis out of the gun.
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he's going to have the Bills first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To the air, Allen. That's to his running back, complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo with the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Manning hits him in stride. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen now looks to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Seven Pirates.
Willis looks to pass it here.
On the move to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, here's Willis. He'll dump this off to Achane.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make...
And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
An extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. It'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
But you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now Willis on a bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Up the middle, Achane.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Willis. That's caught left side, Burden.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fighting through at the 25.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And again, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Allen to throw once more.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis.
Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Willis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and a couple. Now Willis to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Here's Bass now to send it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. He'll get this to about the 38.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
They give to Achane on the option. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Cavity Lions.
To throw, here's Willis.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40th. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for Miami. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Davis now to return it.
Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Pass pass complete to Shakir along the sideline.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just lay it up for it and see what happens.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Motion man is Shakir.
Allen going to throw. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Allen now on third and goal.
Throw left side to Kincaid.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
It's a gain of 40. And the Dolphins, first down.
Ready?
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10.
Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A 46-yard.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
De'Ami Brown,
67 yards.
and the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
30-yard line.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Now Willis. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Willis on the sneak.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
At the 46-yard line.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
And they'll give this to Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down at 7.
18, find it! 70 Lions!
Back to throw, Willis. Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Willis looking to throw it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go. Achane.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Now Allen. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
19, cut, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Okay, ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get it. 8, Viking, 18. Go.
Willis looking to throw it.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Willis is going to throw once more. At It's going to be caught by Waddle.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Start hiking. 18. Back to 80.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Willis slides safely, and he picks up the first down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Hey, 18 Cardinal.
At the 25-yard line.
Now from the gun, here's Willis.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Darnell Washington.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bills are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
60 Eagles.
Now Willis.
Dancing to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Willis out of the gun. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 60 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Bills 38, Dolphins
the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen. This will be caught by Brown. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
319!
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. Well, they got the ball. Ready, they're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Dolphins 34.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Willis.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Cut 19.
Willis to throw.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. According to the headlinesman, incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Here's Willis.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hopefully one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion winning.